Oh man, so Phantom is up almost 22% in the market today, and I still think there is further upside, which I want to show you. Bitcoin is also setting up for a bullish move to the upside, which could be very interesting and could take altcoins with it. But are we seeing a bit of a decoupling? How has Phantom gone up almost 22% whilst Bitcoin is up about 1% today? Let's take a look. We're going to look at the charts. I'm going to show you what chart pattern we saw. We predicted this pump. You guys were laughing at me, as MM Crypto would say. You were spitting in my face in the comment section saying that, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? But you can see how Phantom is heading to the upside now. And I think there is more movement to be had as long as Bitcoin doesn't majorly correct from here. We'll cover all of that in this video. First of all, sorry for my throat, guys. I wanted to give this video a bigger old man, but I'm feeling a bit run down. I've been traveling quite a lot and got a bit of a cold. So bear with my croaky voices. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. And as you can see on Bitcoin, what we've had is this double bottom pattern. Now, before we look at this double bottom pattern, we know that we've been in this downtrend, okay? This has been acting as resistance, and we want to see Bitcoin start to rally up to the upside. Now, you know that I said there's still further downside. I continue to hold that thought at the moment until I see a full reversal. And I'll explain what I mean by full reversal, and that is breaking out of this trend and really heading to the upside and creating a higher high, right? Which would in this case be an all-time high. But if we can get a reversal, even just breaking this resistance line, that is the start of me flipping back bullish. But for now, I have to be cognizant of downside risk further down to 52, 53 levels, which, by the way, if we bring out the VPVR, is where you get serious support, right? So we've got some support here still, but below here it gets very thin. So I do start to worry about that the further we go down. So we need to keep an eye on that on Bitcoin. If we're unable to hold this massive green shaded box, that is a bit of a concern as well. You guys will know that I did put a big weighting on this green box for Bitcoin. And if we do not manage to hold it as support, that's going to be a bit of a concern. So I know it's fine because we've got this support line here and I expect to bounce here off the white trend line. But because this box was acting as resistance for so long, it'll be perfect if it was acting as support. So Bitcoin can feel confident that it can bounce off of it as many times as it wants as we head to the upside. So that's where Bitcoin is right now. But let's take a look at Phantom, because Phantom has hit our targets. Well, not hit our target yet, but let's remove this VPVR. What I want to show you is the following. And if I go to the 4-hourly, you guys will know from my previous video that we created this yellow neckline and we said there was a potential bullish pattern setting up. So go check out the video, you will see that we discussed that. And now we formed this W pattern. It looked like it might have been a head and shoulders pattern at one point, but it's turned into a W pattern, which is still a bullish pattern. It's a variation of head and shoulders in essence. They're all the same thing from a psychological perspective. And now we're getting a clean break past the neckline. What next? Well, don't be surprised if there's a slight retest to the neckline or even a retest at the green line, which is currently sitting at $2.37. Okay, so we're sitting at $2.37 now. Don't be surprised if we kind of just have a little bit of a maybe or even on the hourly instead of the 4-hourly, but just a little bit of a cooling off, a correct down, and then we can head higher. You can see my price target just on this technical move is sitting at $2.75. If I bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see this beautiful move today has flipped us back bullish, and that 4-hourly candle close has flipped us back bullish on the 4-hourly chart. Let's see what that looks like on the daily. And you can see here, if I just remove that drawing here, you can see we need a close. This is going to be a critical, how long have we got left? 7 hours and 50 minutes for Phantom. If we can close above this EMA ribbon, in other words, if we can close above the $2, and let's get the exact number here, if we can close above about $2.38, $2.39, we would have in just one big daily candle flipped from very bearish all the way back to bullish, and we can carry on. Now, let's also take a look at what Phantom has done previously, because you can see here, anytime that we've managed to, when we've recovered our EMA ribbon, we've got an absolute moves thereafter. So this is really setting up nicely. You can see the pump there as well. This is really setting up nicely for Phantom. If we can get it back above this EMA ribbon, I can see us eclipsing all-time highs at $3.50 and really heading higher. But as always, guys, I'm going to caveat this with saying this depends on what Bitcoin does, right? Right now, Bitcoin is indeed in that double bottom pattern, which suggests we have some upside. But we do need to keep an eye on this because Bitcoin can continue. If I show you the 4-hourly, and if I remove the EMA ribbon, we're still technically in this downward trend. So we need to watch out for that. Until we get a clean reversal past this yellow line, then we can be less cautious to the downside. But for now, please be wary. We can still see 52, 53, and be prepared from your portfolio perspective or your trades perspective from that point. The other thing worth noting before I love you and leave you is we want to look at the Bitcoin dominance. And what you can see from the Bitcoin dominance is that altcoins are gaining strength for Bitcoin. Very interesting. And if I just put this on the daily, you'll see it a bit better. What you can see here is initially we were thinking that Bitcoin was gaining some strength, and it was here when Bitcoin was going on its run, and then it's just curled back over. So now we're getting altcoins picking up strength. Altcoins are now starting to move even though Bitcoin is not moving, and that is really, really interesting. But we still need to be cautious to the downside if Bitcoin does struggle. So there you have it, guys. Phantom looking nice and strong. Don't forget my price targets to the upside on Phantom from that technical target, but also from our longer term price targets. Just to remind you guys, if you're not familiar, if I show you my swing low to swing high, I am expecting a $3.91 target just from our swing low, swing high. We got the perfect bounce here off this 0.786 mark, and this is a really beautiful move. We created a new high, we came down, corrected down, got a retest, and we're now ready to set up to our move to $3.91 and beyond. And you best believe if Bitcoin goes and does what people expecting Bitcoin to do to get to 100K, 150, 200K, you can expect massive movements in Phantom. The layer one space is not going anywhere, guys. I've mentioned that in so many of my videos. Go watch my fundamental videos on Phantom and why I'm so bullish on Phantom. People are just starting to realize that Ethereum is really, really struggling. I love Ethereum. They were the OG, but we need to understand that they're not the be-all end-all. There's going to be a lot of demand for a lot of layer one solutions, and there's room for a lot of winners, including Solana, including ADA, including Phantom, including Avalanche. Whoever can do the best will win. So until these projects prove to me that they're unable to do the job, or they fail, or they get hacked, or something happens, I'm going to remain bullish on the space, and I'll pick my winners in the space. And right now, Phantom deserves a small position in my portfolio, and I'm super bullish on it as I continue to be. Okay, guys, so watch out for downside risk if Bitcoin does continue lower to 52, 53. If Bitcoin can create that double bottom and head to the upside, you can really expect Phantom to continue explosively to complete its double bottom pattern, which we are seeing here, if I show you one last time, on the 4-hourly chart, okay? And that's what we can see if we break out of that. Technical price target sitting on that W pattern at $2.73. So looking great. Great time in the market right now. Phantom, massive 20%. And for all you guys who held, who watched my videos and had the conviction to hold, congrats. For those of you who panic sold when it started dropping, let's study. Let's learn from this. Let's understand why did we do that. And in order to do that, join the Discord. Free link, pin comment below. Head into the Discord, meet like-minded people. And there you'll get the motivation and you'll start to learn how people hold through downtimes, how they accumulate, how they buy the dip, how they build their conviction. This is the game if you want to be invested in crypto and build wealth in the long run. This is not about get rich quick. That's not how it works. We need to understand the markets, build our psychology, and understand what high conviction means and how to invest sustainably. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to drink some Lemsip. See you in the next one.